Let's do another example of that opposites add. Okay, so we have 637 and 122. The first thing you have to say is which one of these is closer to a 10? Well, 122 is closer to a 10. It's closer to, let's see, 120. It's only 2 away, whereas 637 is 3 away from 640. Okay, so we're going to say this 122, we're going to do something to it to get a 120. Then whatever we do to that 122, we're going to do the opposite to that 637. So let's see here. How do we get from 122 to 120? Well, we subtract 2 to get 120. Well, in math, whatever you do to 1, you have to do the opposite. So the opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. So this is kind of backwards. The very first one we did was plus, then minus. This one's just a little backwards. We did minus, then plus. So 637 is now 639. Okay. Then, now that we've gotten it to a 10, that 120, it's to a 10. Now we're going to try and get it to a 100. So the first step we did is figure out what was closer. The second step was either we added or subtracted. Now we're going to try and add or subtract to get to a 100 or a 200 or a 300 or a 400. So let's see here. I have 120 and we're going to do something to it to get some type of 100. So I can either subtract 20 to go to 100, or I can add 80 to get to 200. It doesn't really matter. I think I'm just gonna subtract 20 to get to 100. And when I subtract 20 from there, I need to add 20 to the other number. And that gives me 659. Okay. And then now that I have 100 number, I can take 100 plus that 659. And we get 759. So the point of this is to first take your number that is closest to a 10, like a 120, 130, 140, and do the math to get there. And whatever you do there, you do the opposite underneath. Then you ask yourself, okay, I need to get to some kind of 100 or 200 or 300. How can I get there? Well, I subtract 20 there, so I add 20 underneath. Yay. Okay, the last one I think is expanded form. This is kind of silly, but I think you already know how to do it. It says write the whole number in expanded form, and you all pretty much know how to do this already. But it's saying change this 3 thousands to numbers like 3000. Then this 8 is in the 100 spots, so put plus 800. Then the 10 is in the 10 spot, so put plus 10. Then there's nothing in the singles or the units or the ones, so if you want to, you can put plus 0. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this number on the right. It says write the whole number in expanded form. So my first digit on the left is a 3, and it's in the thousands. My second digit is a 3, and it's in the hundreds. Yes. My next number is a 3, and it's in the tens, so plus 30. My last number is a 0. So I can either just not write it plus 0, or I can include it plus 0.